How to become a civil engineer. Civil engineers are responsible for designing and building much of the infrastructure that helps societies function, like roadways, water pipes, and airports. If you want a challenging but rewarding job creating important structures, becoming a civil engineer could be the career of your dreams, but figuring out where to start can feel like a daunting task. Luckily, WikiHow has done all the research for you. We've got all the most authoritative information here, including advice from the National Council of Examiners for Engineering and Surveying and the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, to make sure you know exactly how to accomplish your goals. Apply to colleges with an ABET-approved engineering program. In order to work as a civil engineer, you'll need to have a bachelor's degree. When you're researching colleges, read the description of the engineering program to see if it's accredited by ABET, formerly the Accreditation Board for Engineering and Technology. You must complete an accredited program in order to be eligible to take the engineering licensure exams required to become a licensed engineer. 1. If you can't find the information online, call the engineering department of the school and ask. Enlist in a military academy if you want to work for the armed forces. Joining the military can be a great way to get an education, especially if you can't afford to pay for college yourself. When you enlist in a military academy to study engineering, you will be trained to build and repair infrastructure at home as well as at military bases overseas. 2. Major in civil engineering or civil engineering technology. Since civil engineering is a unique blend of disciplines, it's best to find a school which offers a program specifically tailored to that field. Earning your bachelor's degree in civil engineering or civil engineering technology will help you land a relevant internship as well as a position as engineer in training (EIT) after college. 3. 4. Choose electives that will build your engineering knowledge. If courses like geology, physics, computer-aided drafting (CAD), and chemistry are not included in the required curriculum of your engineering program, take them as electives. Having a solid knowledge in these subjects will be useful as you start to take on large-scale projects in the real world, so study your lecture notes and textbooks for these classes as diligently as you do your required coursework. 4. Talk to your advisor about the different electives that are available within your major. They will likely be able to recommend the classes that will be most useful in your career. Apply for a civil engineering internship while you're still in school. Some civil engineering programs will require a semester-long internship as part of your education. If this is the case, your advisor or program head will be able to help you through the internship application process. If your school does not require this, consider checking job boards online to try to find a summer-long engineering internship in your area. 5. Choose a concentration if you want to narrow your focus. A civil engineering degree is a broad area of study. If you would like to focus on one facet of civil engineering, consider choosing a concentration. There are a number of options for concentrations, including construction engineering, structural engineering, and geotechnical engineering. These usually require an additional 12 to 18 credit hours which cover topics specific to the specialty. You might even be able to get your internship in an area related to your concentration. 6. Prepare for both the FE and PE exams with NCEES prep materials. When you're preparing for your licensing exams, you should take advantage of the prep materials offered by NCEES, the same company which administers the exams. NCEES offers practice exams that you can take to become familiar with the format of the exam. They also provide copies of their handbooks, which you will be able to reference during the exams. 7. Give yourself at least 3 months to study for each exam. Take at least 3 months to prepare for the test by taking practice exams and reviewing the handbook. Aim to study for 1 to 2 hours a day every day leading up to the exam. You may find that you need less time to prepare for the FE exam, since you'll be freshly out of school, but you may need as much as 6 months of study to prepare for the PE exam. 8. Take sample tests to help you study for the FE and PE exams. Depending on your field of study, the hardest part of the FE and PE exams is usually the general knowledge section, since this tests a broad range of subjects you might not be as familiar with. For example, an electrical engineer might not have as much knowledge about beams. Practice exams can help you identify the areas you might struggle with during the test.